What is up, Gamer Army? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Psycho Gamer. I am your host, Aubrey. Today we are going to go over a few new Arcade1up machines that have just recently been announced. Now, they weren't announced specifically for the United States yet, but we can keep hoping, and hopefully we'll see them soon. But give us a like, give us a subscribe, and stay tuned because we're going to go over those in just a moment. Welcome back once again, guys. Like I said before, we are going to go over a few new machines that have been announced or unveiled by Arcade1up. Now, they are going to be through an Australian retailer, so will they come out in America? Well, I'm sure they will, but right now they're not available in America. So what we're going to go ahead and do today, we're going to go ahead and talk about Frogger as a Counter-cade. We're also going to go over a Pac-Man 40th anniversary Counter-cade, and we're also going to go over a third machine, which is going to be the Party-cade 8-in-1 Pac-Man. And we're also going to discuss one that was already released here in America, but has had a couple of updates on the website it was released to, and that's going to be the Pac-Man Counter-cade that was on QVC. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and move on over into the computer screen over here. There we go. Alright, now that we are over into my computer screen, we are looking at the Frogger Arcade1up Counter-cade. So we're going to take an in-depth look at each of these machines as best as we can. Alright, now the website we are going to be looking at is called powermove.com.au, since it is an Australian website. So there is your Froggers. You can see the front left side as well as the front with the marquee there. Obviously it's not going to light up because it isn't a full arcade machine or a 3/4 arcade machine. There's the front, the side art, and the typical style of Arcade1up. It's got your 1 and 2 player buttons. It's also going to have your on-off button as well as your volume control. It is also going to have one extra game in there, and that's going to be Time Pilot. It's going to have an 8-inch color LCD screen, and obviously it's going to have the vintage style arcade sticks that people have really grown accustomed to. This is one of the machines that has already been released in full arcade, but the fact that you can get it as a Counter-cade is going to really make people want to get it because, you know, they don't have to have a gigantic room to have them. They can put it on a counter. The next one we're going to look at is the 40th anniversary Pac-Man. Now this one, I just love the looks of this one. It has really just that original style Pac-Man feel. It's got the wood grain on the side. It's going to have your Pac-Man marquee. It's also going to have your standard art style for Pac-Man to give you that full Pac-Man arcade feel. You're also going to have your 1 and 2 players. You're going to have your on-off, your volume control, and your extra button as well over here for some of the other games that are going to be on this. Because like I said, this is not going to be strictly a Pac-Man machine. There are 3 other games that are going to be on this. What are those games? Well, I am so glad that you asked. It is also going to have Pac-and-Pal, Galaga, and Dig Dug. I know many people are tired of seeing Galaga on a lot of these machines, but the fact of the matter is Galaga is still an immensely popular game to many people. Not everybody wants to have a particular machine that has a bunch of other games and Galaga. They may want Galaga and some of these other games that are getting released. Dig Dug is always a popular game. No matter where you look, Dig Dug is going to come up as somebody's favorite game, just because it was just a good little button presser. So, you know, give it a try if you're able to. Now these are going for $299, but that's not American dollars. So it's showing not in stock right now, so I don't know if they're just out of stock in generally, or if they've run out of pre-orders. I know I looked earlier and it said it was different, so they may be completely out. So you may have to wait for these to come out in the States if you really want these. Translation for the dollar amount should be somewhere around $100. The next one we're going to look at is the Pac-man Party-cade. 8-in-1. It's going to have that typical Party-cade look. As you can see, it's got many games on it. It has your typical, you know, arcade look when it comes to Pac-Man in general. There's your front. It's going to have your one button, which I'm assuming that's going to be things like your fire button for some of these other games, as well as your 1 and 2 players. And there's an example of it hanging up on a wall, so you'll be able to do that or set it on a countertop, you know, something like that. It's probably going to be better to hang on a wall or on the back of a door. And what games are going to be on this? So you are going to have, obviously, Pac-Man, Super Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pel, which seems to be 3 main games that they are almost always putting together. You have Galaxian, another great game, Galaga, Dig Dug, Mappy, and also Xevious. You really haven't seen Xevious on too many of their machines, like you have Galaga, Dig Dug, or Galaxian. It's going to have the wall hanging kit, door hanging kit, and the tabletop leg supports as well, so you can put it on a table if you want to. So there's not too many things that's going to make it different, other than the fact it is going to have a 17-inch LCD display. So that screen's going to be pretty big for something, you know, as small as this. So once it comes out in America, make sure you get your hands on it if you can. It's probably going to be about $150 to $200. So keep your eyes out for that, guys. And the last one we're going to go to, it's going to be an update. So Arcade1up, they partnered with QVC for releasing their Counter-cade for Pac-Man. Now, they sold out of all the ones they had. I think it was like $92.50 is what they actually originally had the price up on. It's been re-released at $112.50. They're probably going to have some delays. Don't be surprised. However, QVC had messed up when it came to the actual measurements and the sizes. So David McIntyre, who is like a big speaking head for Arcade1up, ended up releasing something back in, I think it was June, July, talking about how they had made a mistake with the measurements. So this size is going to be 9.57 inches by 11.42 by 15.78. I think they said it was going to be much bigger than that. So they kind of fixed that. Now it's still got your Pac-Man and Galaga, or you can choose from Miss Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man. So you have a couple of different options there when it comes to those. So it is kind of nice that they got restocked on both of those games so people can actually purchase these, enjoy them like they were meant to be enjoyed. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you liked seeing what is coming, hopefully in America. If you did like the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe, smash that post notification button as well so you can know whenever I'm going to be posting some videos. And as always, guys, game on.